Most dropshippers seem to lose money. In fact, I read a little article online the other day talking about dropshipping on eBay. Someone said basically, if you want to try dropshipping on eBay, don't. It's a business model where you're going to try hard, you're going to be putting in hundreds of hours to have no success. And as someone who dropships on eBay, has made over £30,000 now in eBay revenue, I know this is not the case. Like today, I'm out in the woods, well, the lakes rather. Just this afternoon, I was out shopping. This morning, I was getting my car fixed, and I've still made hundreds of pounds in sales. And this is true most days. You know, the lowest I have nowadays is probably like £60 a day in revenue. So I know that dropshipping can work, even on eBay or Amazon, even now. But why is it so many people think it can't? And why is it, quite frankly, that for so many people it won't? Well, there's a few reasons for this. Let's talk about why they are in this video quickly. Now, let's start from the big issue. I think the number one problem with dropshipping is the way everyone approaches it, because everyone looks at these dropshipping YouTubers and influencers. They see these McLarens, these Ferraris, and they think, that's the car I want, that's the lifestyle I want. It's the car I want, it's the lifestyle I want. But looking at that, it implores you to copy what they've done exactly. Now, the thing about this is, when people on YouTube sell course content directly, as in, you know, this is a step-by-step way to dropship, and this is a product to do, what's going to happen? Hundreds of people are going to start it. I've said it before, if I ever create a course or anything like that, it's going to be subjective, because there's not one size fits all in business. And the more people who jump onto a one size fits all model, the less sustainable it is. Because you've got more competition, you know, and you're going to not make profits. When I started dropshipping on eBay, for example, I had a few models that I could have taken. I've seen people who sell on eBay, but I thought, well, I need to do things differently. I found a niche that I sell in. And quite frankly, I stuck to that. Now, my friends, my family members, they see the success that I have just dropshipping on eBay, for example, because remember, that's only one of my businesses, and they think, what do I sell? What items is it you sell? If it was, me selling jewellery, what jewellery do you sell? What watches do you sell? And I always say to them, you can sell the same watch I can, and you're not going to get the same sales. Why? Because I have an account where I've got hundreds of feedback, hundreds of items sold. I know my market like that, you know. I can look at a product and say, my customers are going to like that, my customers aren't going to like that. I can look at a product, think of the item specifics, think of the price it should be, think of the price people are going to pay for it. And what that means is, I understand the market a lot better than people who are getting into it. So, competition is fierce. And that's always going to be the case with these low capital startup businesses, you know. You can start dropshipping on eBay for free. All you need is, all you need is an AliExpress account, and an eBay account is free. But with that being said, what you save financially, you need to put in intellectually. You know, nowadays, now my business is scaling to the point where it can be, yet again, because remember, I've done this twice, it can now be, again, a full-time income. It's not a full-time job, but it is 2 to 4 hours of work most days. I don't say that to say it's hard, I say it to say that's what we do. And what that means is I'm removing items from my shop every day. I'm listing new items. I try to list 10 a day. And the like, you know, that's how you do this business. You need to be a bit pioneering with it. Because, you know, your average crappy AliExpress water bottle, 100 people are going to be selling it. How are you going to sell it better? Now, there could be an answer to that. You know, it's not impossible. You may have better pricing. You may have better shipping policies. You may have better returns policies and the like. You may just have more feedback. I said this before and I gave this example. One time, I was selling a particular smartwatch on eBay. I was pricing it at $39.99. The person below me, in the next listing down, bang, same item. I sold it, so I should know. Bang, same item, selling it for about I don't know, let's say for argument's sake, 25 quid or £20. Their item sold less than half what mine sold. Why is that? It's because people look for easy options, but people also look for reliable options. Buy my product and you know you've got 30-day returns. Buy my product and you know you've got a sustainable business in the sense that people have got feedback for it. People say the product's arrived. When the product doesn't arrive, when the product arrives broken, people know that it's going to get fixed. You can read all that. What I'm trying to say is, this is what you need to offer your customer. Give an incentive to buy. Give an incentive to buy. I really would say that. And I think that's what so many people miss. People won't buy it just because it's up there. They need a reason to. So I guess the reason why most people fail with dropshipping is two things. Number one, they rush in too much with copying. You can't do that. You cannot do that. You need to think of a strategy. Even if you want to sell the same product, think of a way you're going to get them sales, because don't think just because you've listed it up there, maybe even for cheaper, that people are going to buy it. It's not necessarily true. Oh, that's worth considering. And again, number two, I guess the next point that I'm trying to say is, on top of the copying comes a inherent culture of laziness. You know, low capital intensive. Why do you think it's going to be low capital intensive? Forgive me for the wind. And also low labour intensive. Now it can be. It's not hard. I would never say it was hard. But why do you expect it to be tremendously easy? It's not going to be. And that's whether you want to sell on eBay, Etsy, Shopify, any others. You got to think about this. And again, I think, in my opinion at least, selling on eBay was a bit of an innovation, in the sense that dropshipping, yeah, pick your product, so many people are doing it, especially on Shopify, and the trust is not there because some generic, quite frankly, crap looking shop, which you who, and me as well by the way, you and me who don't know anything about web design was chucked together in 2 nights. The customers don't want to buy that. They don't know what the shipping policy is, and more importantly, they don't trust your brand. Building a brand for me was too intense. If I'm selling someone else's branded product anyway, why do I need my own brand? I'm not going to create one. I'm not going to have one. So, I saw a bit of an innovation to sell on eBay. Right, let's get across this. It's very slippy out here tonight. I should probably get back to the car because I am getting lost and it is getting dark. Anyway, back on point. Let's jump over this. Back on point. Oh, it really is getting dark now. If you want to do this, think about it. Research it. Trial and error. Understand this is not a get rich quick. You know, I'm going to display in the next few videos my dropshipping profits, whether that be for, I apologise for the terrible camera angle, I'm just trying to get through this mud. I'm going to display my profits, my revenue, all in charts. Because I need you guys who really do want to make it here, to understand how this works. Last month, I had good sales. This month, hopefully, I'm going to have better sales. But the month before that, I had worse sales than the former month. The chart can be like that sometimes. And this is not a scheme. This is not a lottery. Oh, this looks cool. This looks cool. My shoes probably don't think so, but I do. I'm already so soaked, it doesn't matter. Anyway, I'm sorry for the crossover between the walking and the talking, quite frankly. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. This is not a lottery, anything alike. This is a business. And unlike a lottery, a business isn't... It's not sheerly luck. There may be an element of luck in there, but don't think that, you know, you who sits in your laptop one day for a week, you know, trying 12 hours in one day and never trying again, is going to make sales. People say it to me all the time. I've done 100 listings in a day and I've still had no sales. Doesn't matter. Why doing 100 listings in a day? You don't need to do that. Do 5 listings in a day, save the rest for drafts, and upload them over the next month. At least that way your shop looks active. It doesn't look like you got an active shop if you're listing 100 things in a day. It actually looks a bit scammy. So I guess I'll expand upon this point more in a future business video. The business is not a lottery. It's effort, it's work, it's determination. It's mental grit, it's thought, it's passion. I guess that's it for this one. Just wanted to talk through that here. It does look like I am very lost right now. So please wish me luck in getting back. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.